Welcome back. Let's remove the comfortable talk first. That is it the system or is it the discipline that is blocking us, you, me, from the success? Because we see a debate that the system is built like that when we talk about populism or anything like that, that the system is stopping us. The system has been designed like that to stop us. And some of the people say, no, it's the discipline. But we see both sides acting together at the same pace. What actually is stopping you from success? What actually is stopping me from success? Why cannot we agree on one thing? Because we are all human. We are living in the same society. Why cannot we figure out one thing that we can agree on and then work on it? Either it's a system, either it's a discipline. If it's a system, then why people within the same society, having the same opportunities, living in the same scenario, working under the same condition, some of them get success and some of us, they don't. And we start blaming either the system or we don't have any accountability. And the second part is we don't start blaming us. Whenever we make a list of all the arguments that, okay, this is the thing, this is the reason that is stopping us from being successful, there is only one thing that we miss out from the list. That is our name on the list. So let's discuss that. Okay, that there are few topics that we can discuss. I have noted down in the event that I discussed on the discipline and the system. What is better? So I want to share that part, whatever I learned from that event. So one was that, okay, why the government is making a system like that? Is it the government? No. Is it the elites? No. Is it us? Who is sitting in the government? People. That means people are the one who are making the system, and people are the one who are adopting the discipline and making their success within the same system, within the peripherals of the same systems. So who are we to decide individually that, okay, this is the reason we are failing up? So we have to do the accountability. The main factor, even in my book, I have written the first chapter ever that came to my mind after scrutinizing everything. Wherever I go, I talk to people, I attend events. The first thing that comes to my mind is accountability. If that comes up, I believe 99.9% of the people will have success in their field, in their zone, whichever they want to achieve the target towards. So they will be successful. The first thing is discipline. Even I lack that. I have loosened up a lot of opportunities where I lack discipline, where I know I have the capacity to move forward, but I'm talking about myself. I'm not one of those lecturers who just say that, oh, you do this. No, I haven't done those things and I have failed. That's the reason I'm requesting you to start doing the accountability. The time you do the accountability, you will be first literally be shameful of yourself. Why do we not do accountability? Because it hurts our ego. It challenges us. It degrades us in front of us. You know, the person who we don't want to be ashamed in front of. The worst person we don't want to be ashamed in front of is not our friends, is not our family, not our loved ones, not our spouse, not our partners. It's ourselves when we're standing in front of the mirror. That is the reason we don't do accountability. We don't want to feel ashamed in front of us. That is the reason we don't do accountability. Because accountability makes us shameful in front of us. Okay, you did not go to gym. I didn't go to gym yesterday. I am still feeling regretful. Literally, I am feeling regretful till now. Even I have slept. Why? I'm fresh, but I am feeling regretful that why did I not go to the gym? I could have taken out that half an hour, even 15 minutes. I should have gone there. That's accountability, means you are taking the charge of your mistakes and blaming yourself. And then it's not about blaming only. Blaming is the first step. And that moves you towards the repercussion of the advancement, towards success. Because then you start correcting you. Because you don't want to be ashamed in front of you. As I said to you, who is the worst person to be ashamed in front of? Yourself. And you don't want to accept that. Once you accept that, the next day, you don't want to do that. You will do either 2 push-ups or either go to the gym. But you will do something, to say something to yourself, as an excuse even. You will do that. So the next part, I think, is failure mostly created by system or is it created by personal discipline disguised as excuses? Again, the same thing they told us, that excuses. Accountability. What is excuses? We start doing excuses. Okay, this was the reason I was late, I was asleep, I didn't get the opportunities, I couldn't do that. All excuses, bullshit, drama we create for ourselves to make ourselves happy so we can sleep easily. We should be in a manner where we cannot sleep. When I didn't go to gym last night, but I could not sleep properly because in my mind, why I'm not doing this? Why I'm not doing that? Why I'm not attending that event? Why I'm not doing that? Why I'm not making the podcast when I can? I have the capacity to do that. So when I woke up in the morning, I took the shower, I was getting ready for the work. And then I said, no, let me make my podcast first. Let me make my video first. And then I will leave for work. So why can we, all of us, even me, cannot be regularly like that? The next point is system explanation. Some of us talk about the system, some of us talk about the bullshit of discipline and everything, but I believe both of the things matter. So, is it the system that pulls or pushes us towards a wages and a leverage system? Wages and a leverage system is the same thing. So, the wages takes the leverage for the elite. So elite tells us, okay, this is the leverage I'm giving you, or this is the push you have to take to waste your time and energy and your potential. Is it the system? It's not I'm telling you the view. It is I'm asking you, is it the system that is stopping us? Or how much success is actually access? Success is actually access, not ability. So the system is about the access of opportunities. The question I will repeat is how much success is about access to the system, means to the system, the opportunities, or the ability. Ability is the discipline because anyone can learn anything. Anyone can do anything. So what is the thing that is stopping us? Means the only thing that stops us is the discipline, because the opportunities, the system exists for everyone. Our class fellows, our relatives, our friends, people we know and they know some people, they have been successful within the same system. Maybe they started below us. Under the same criteria, the system works for everyone. So I believe the system is never the problem. That's my view. Blaming the system is just an excuse. In fact, if you see, as I'm sitting in London right now, if you see this, the land of opportunities, no better system will be found there anywhere in the world. So still, what we do is, in any other country, if you are there, we can find excuses. I've been there. I know that. I've been a dramatic, full of excuses person myself. And I've seen people every day doing the same drama to themselves and to the audiences. Wherever they go, they start blaming others. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm the one responsible for my success and for my failures and downfall as well. No one else is. So similarly, I believe you should be accountable for yourself, not for the system, because you can get access to success. You can get access to success by your discipline, by your action, even they are compounding with little steps. So get the access to the success by your actions, by your discipline, by your accountability. The next point was, it was just an example they were discussing there. If two people start in the same part, I gave you already the example, so I don't want to waste that time in there. So what we are doing is there a possibility that people are confusing difficulty with impossibility, because impossible is nothing. Right now, we just seen that people have gone to the moon again in the landing. Is it impossible? We are having Mach 5, Mach 6 aeroplanes, planes. Even we are having Mach speed, means the speed of sound and light. We are not the light, but the sound. We are having the airplanes, commercial airplanes for the built up for the speed of sound. Can you imagine that? You sitting in a plane or a train moving with the speed of sound. You can't even imagine right now. But imagine these are happening. These things are happening. Elon Musk, one person, made many impossibilities possible. People were thinking who would just launch a rocket, capture a rocket, and he said, okay, bullshit, I will do it and then I'll tell you later on. He told us later on. He didn't brag about it even during the process. And then he has launched so many satellites, hundreds of, maybe thousand now, hundreds of satellites in the space and providing all over the world. One person, one vision, handling everything, and you and me doing bullshit, connecting to the same satellite and then just talking about the excuse. What kind of people are we? What kind of people or example are we setting for our older self? When we grow old, trust me, Recently, I was in a hospital, and then I saw someone that one of the person was lying there crying. Then another person I saw there was crying. Another person, everyone was just crying in pain, and they were old, very very old people. And I was thinking that if I'm gonna be old, if I stay long enough in this world, I'm gonna be crying like that. I'm gonna be having a painful. Oh, it's natural, and don't take it negative. It's natural to be painful, and in a situation when you're older enough, especially. So I don't want to regret at that point. I was thinking from their mindset. What are they thinking right now? As some of them might be at their deathbed, and what are they might be thinking? What they might be thinking that have I done enough with my life? Have I done enough with my life? What will those people be thinking that have I done enough? Or are they crying for the pain of the death? Or people are crying pain of disbelief that or regret, pain of regret that I should have done something with my life. And I could have easily, not I could have done easily. These factors scare me. They scare me a lot. That I don't want to be on my deathbed and think that I should have tried. These people, when I see them, when I hear about them, when I think about myself, even in my deathbed as an older person, they scare me. Do they scare you? When you think about this, if they actually scare you, this thought, I'm not talking about death. Everyone is going to die. We all humans. No one has escaped death, so we're going to die. But does it scare you to think of that, at what you will be thinking at that time? That's, I think, the most painful thing. As Jim Rohn says, that regret is going to cost tons. It's a huge weight that you can carry, regret. Discipline is going to cost ounces, and regret is going to cost tons of it. You do not want to carry that burden on your deathbed. I don't want to do that. Even if we fail, trust me, the happiness of trying is way better than not trying. I can tell you with my own experience, you can fail. I've failed many things. I have restarted many things. Even this podcast, I left it in the gap because of some reason. But I'm giving excuse that I left for a reason. But I'm starting again. I'm not going to give up. I wrote a book. I wrote the second book. At the end, I left for one chapter and I'm starting again. I'm not going to give up. Trust me, doing these things again and then failing again, falling again, it's going to make you so happy. You can't even imagine right now. Please try. Work on yourself. The last part, or maybe the second last part, that reflection. Again, the reflection. If I removed all the systems, all the excuses from your life, would that still be left? What would be left if the system is gone? For example, you say the system is not in my favor or it doesn't give me opportunities. What does happen if the system is gone? You decide. In my opinion, we all will be gone. The system is needed. The system is very good. System is improving every day. It's giving us opportunities, in fact. In fact, because of the system, we are seeing new opportunities. Right now, the era of AI, this I'm talking to you because of AI, because of internet, because of videos. So we are blaming the same system we are using every day, but we don't want to do disciplined way. If I make it every day, if after 1,000 days, still I'm not successful, at least I won't be regretting, I haven't done this. I will go to the next part. I'm going to bring you people on the podcast that you're not going to even think about. And even I'm not able to think about that. But I have a vision. I have a vision. I haven't thought about that, which people, I have a vision in a way, but I don't want to say out loud because people will say that, okay, it's funny to say it right now. Even right now, people are not watching him even. So I will bring you people that you have not even thought about. So you have to have a passion, a vision, that people will laugh about. If they're not laughing at you on your discipline, on your vision, discipline of your vision. Discipline is not just waking up 5 o'clock every day. It's nothing. It's not about the discipline. You can wake up 10 o'clock. I'm not one of those who's going to just crap about, okay, you should wake up 5 o'clock and then you'll be successful. No. Discipline is doing what you want to do, but regularly when you're not feeling like it. That's discipline. And vision is having the target in your mindset, not telling anyone. You don't have to tell anyone. Vision is something different. Not everyone's going to understand your vision, but don't do excuses. Don't do excuses, please. Most people don't lack opportunity. They lack consistency that survives boredom. They get bored. from the daily routines, and that's why they give up. So the last point I'm going to say is, so which one you're relying on right now? You have to explain, is it the system you are taking the sides on or against, or is it the discipline? Because let me tell you, 99% of you are going to blame the system. None of you have the courage to stand in front of yourself, not in front of me or anyone. You can stand in front of, oh yeah, I did this. No, every day, stay in front of you, in front of the mirror, talk to yourself for 30 seconds even. I'm not going to brag about it. 30 seconds. Yes, I've done it wrong today. I should have done something better. I could have done something better. And once you're ashamed of yourself in a positive way to improve yourself, the next day, the next day, the next day, and the day is going to come, you're going to feel so much energy to do things you can't even imagine right now. Thank you very much.